ain't gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love it. I love it. Goddamn, I love it.
Good morning, my people, and welcome back to another vlog. I just want to apologize because I know I've taken the heebie-jeebies to get you this vlog, but it's the main thing is that it's here. So one of the reasons for the delay is because vlogging on my camera is on my iPhone, sorry, is not the easiest, especially when I'm going to site. I've got my phone in my hand, I've got my work phone, I've got my iPad, you know, like I've got too much stuff in my hand. I could have like equipment, measurement equipment, so it's like it doesn't make sense for me to be having my phone and trying to like show you guys what to do. Something like this, it can stand on its own, it can be mounted in so many places, and it's not so obvious. So I wanted something that was a bit more, I don't know, a bit more like subtle, you know what I'm saying? And less like much to handle. I'm so sorry, yeah. I just got the TV playing in the background and I just like want to turn it off. Okay, so that's off now. So yeah, I'm currently just getting ready to go to site. I'm basically going, so we have this massive client and we cover a lot of their buildings across the United Kingdom. And we do a lot of their internal decorations, external decorations, as well as their emergency call and fire upgrades. So today I'm bringing you to one of my simpler jobs, which is an internal decorations, just to go see how the contractor's doing. They've been on site for about 4 weeks now. And I don't think they've got long left. I think they've probably got like a week or two before they wrap things up. So I need to go down there, check on the progress, wrap a report, issue it to the client so they're kind of aware what's going on, and then continue with the rest of my other stuff. So yeah, I wanted to show you lot this job because like there's always going to be exciting jobs that you're working on, but there's also going to be non-exciting jobs that you're working on. So it's just showing you the realist of being a building surveyor in real life, really, because not every project is exciting. Some of them are just like standard routine projects because your client is so big, they have so many that you have to do across the United Kingdom. So yeah, not gonna lie to you, this one is far from me. It's a 2-hour journey. It's in Twanaldn Bridge or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And obviously I'm coming from North London, so yeah, it's in Twanaldn Bridge. Yeah, so I'm not really excited about the 2-hour drive, I'm being honest. But it just is what it is. Come to the job. I don't mind going like far, but I feel like this past month, that's all I've been doing. I've just been doing far jobs. Like I was in Bexhill-on-Sea last Friday. I was in Brighton the other day, and all of these places are like the south of England. So it's giving 2 hours, 2.5 drive for me from someone who's come from North London. But it comes to the job. So I'm hoping my December will start to slow down because again, this project is coming to an end. And I'm hoping that will be the last of me going to like the south of England for a while, because I do have a couple of projects in London that are coming up, mainly east, which isn't that far, but yeah, so I'm just literally going to finish getting ready and then I will catch up with you guys after.
VIP.
Okay guys, so I'm in the car now. I'm literally about to make my way to site. I'm running a little bit behind, but it's fine. I've already spoken to the manager and she's kind of asked me to come a little bit later because they've got a meeting on site. So what's going on with my, what's it called? My dash cam. My dash cam's messing about. Oh my god, I think my dash cam is broken. Just fucking great. It's like I need this right now. Like right now, my morning is not going great. There we go, that's on. So yeah, I'm just a little bit cheesed off, not gonna lie. Like I just feel like, you know when your morning's just not going as planned. And the thing is, I woke up on time, everything's gone on time, and I still ended up leaving late. I was meant to make a hot drink. I've got a 2 hour and a half journey, and someone has taken my flask. That's just literally the realest. Someone's taken my flask from my house, and like I'm just cheesed up because now I've got a 2-hour journey. I'm not late. I could probably make it up in traffic, but right now I'm getting there like 3 minutes late. I don't have time to stop off to go get a hot drink. Do you get what I mean? And I still need to put my fuel. I'm on 100. I'm 104 in terms of range. and I've got, I don't even know how many miles this journey is. So, do you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go because my car's heated up now. Hey guys, so I have just got to site 2 hours later and I can see the contractors are having a quick coffee break because they're in the van. So I'm going to check in with them and walk around and see how much of the internal decorations have been done. It's been about 4 weeks, so I think there's, there's 4 floors on this side and then on the other side there's 5. Oh, I forgot, so I think this is a 10-week job because that's how big the building is. So 8 to 10-week job. So, I was going to say, I feel like they're going to be on ground floor, but now thinking about it, they might have started on the other side and then worked their way down. I don't know, but we're going to take a look today. I'm going to show you guys what they've been done and then like how I will write my reports. So what I usually do is, because we use an app to like automate our reports, which so you type in the site name, you pick up like the project number, you click it, and then obviously it's automatically under your name because it's on your app on your phone, and then you fill in the details, so like the date, the time, what the weather was like, and just like all like who the contractor is and who you walked around with, and then after it starts to ask you like progress, inspections, observations, anything the client issues, anything the contractor needs, so contractor instructions, and then like other. So that's where like I mainly go mad details in, and then underneath it's more like of a checkbox. So it would be like, did they have their CPP and RAMs on the site? Did they have first aid? And then you check yes or no, and then if it's like no, you just put in some notes if you want to. But how I do the first section, because the first section is so detailed, I write mine in notes, and I have a project management system that you guys would have seen if you watched it. I will link it. I'll also go into there and like based off my notes put in the percentages of how much the works are complete. I am going to screen record this so I can put it up on the screen as we're walking around so you guys can kind of see an example of what it would look like. But yeah, I write my stuff in notes first because I feel like notes is just a quick way for me to write everything down, not formal, it's just like a quick note. And then when I actually go into the app and type up the report, that is when I would use like full sentences and make it like more report appropriate, if that makes sense. So literally I've just opened a new notes page, and now I'm going to just type in the site name, and then I'm going to walk around with a contractor. So let's go and speak to him. Lovely. So guest suite is done. I'll check that off. Okay, so guest suite done.
So bits like the laundry,
Yep.
the office, the bin store, mobility room. This is what I'm going to be doing over the next week or two.
Okay.
So they're pretty much the only bits that are really left.
Okay. So laundry. So is the top? Does that mean the other floors are all done now?
Yeah, we'll go on.
Yeah, because I would want to like sign those floors off. So because typically what happens, you leave them to the end, you go snag it, and the resident might have like booked it, and then think, oh, you haven't covered it. So I think it's just easier if I just sign it off now, and then when I do the final handover with yourself or Carl, whatever, we just do whatever's left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think they were meant to be coming up here this week.
Yeah. Okay. Third floor. That's fine. Okay, I'll just get some photos. Even though like it's the same colours, I can see a difference. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, they do? That's good.
Yeah, because a lot of them didn't even know that the wall was blue. They thought it was the same colour.
Nice. Yeah, I can see the difference. I think I prefer this darker blue.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a feature, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
It sort of goes with the pictures and stuff, I think. 'Cause it almost looks like this is blue as well.
I think that is a deep royal blue.
Yeah.
I'll just get some that side.
Yeah, and you could have the illustrator.
But I can see that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've taken
A whole load of photos.
yeah,
Don't
no,
worry.
it's all it is. I took loads, and then in the end, I just thought, I'm not going to have any memory left on my phone.
It's fine because it's been flagged from the jump. We'll just
Yeah.
note that most of them are.
We always
It looks really good. Like, proper good.
yeah.
I can see why they're well chuffed. Well, being sweet and nice and
We just did the same blue in here, because it was blue anyway.
yeah. Okay.
So we just said what we might as well just do the same. The lady that does the hairdressing walked in a different colour. It's kind of not up to you, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know about this. If these are, once I finish the lounge and that will... Okay. I didn't know if, I mentioned it, I saw her out on Saturday, and I said to him about it.
Yeah, I'll get confirmation from her today that she definitely wants those, and then
Yeah,
we need a number just so I have it in writing,
Right.
and then I can tell. Then I'm happy for you guys to order them.
He's meant to come up.
Okay, nice.
Um,
Okay, guys, so I kind of gave these out some B-roll so you can kind of see what it's like. I need to get a wide lens camera because I feel like you lot will be able to see so much more, and I'm like still learning how to manage this bloody gimbal, but all is well as I anticipated. The building is high, the paintwork is really good. Like, I'm hoping the camera was able to like pick it up. I'm hoping it was able to pick it out like pretty well. So so we are back into the car. So I'm gonna plot you lot there for a sec. I just ordered some more stuff, like more accessories for my Osmo Pocket, and I actually wish I ordered a wide lens. I might even go have a look now to see how much I can get a wide. Yeah, first I've got a bad habit of like double checking my car. I saw something on Crime Watch, and basically what's happened, the woman's gone to the petrol station, she topped up her tank, she's come back into her car. But back then, I don't think the cars had the auto lock when you move off. But either way, like, if I was to be sitting here right now talking to you guys, someone could literally come over. If I hadn't locked my car door. Huh? Oh, does she want me? Yeah, she's standing at the door. Oh! Okay, I'm coming. Apologies for that. Basically, the manager for the development, or the property, came out and said she would speak to me, but then she got called to an emergency. So because I've got somewhere else to be and the traffic's looking really crazy, I just said I'll drop her an email, or she can give me a call and we can catch up via phone call, email. But overall, she's really happy, which is the main thing at the end of the day. So yeah, obviously, that's to just give you a lot an update as to why, like, it's going to cut, basically. But what I was trying to say about the car thing is basically, long story short, a woman went to the petrol station, she stopped up her tank, she drove off, and a man got into her car because her doors wasn't locked and held her at knife point. I don't think she was actually stabbed or anything, but he got her to drop him somewhere, and it was caught by like a bus camera and all that kind of stuff. They picked up on all that kind of stuff. But ever since that day, it's just traumatized me. So the first thing I do, I lock my car door even before I move off, because my car has auto lock once it gets momentum or movement. So I think once it gets to like 5 miles an hour or even less, it will lock. I don't have time for that. Sit down, lock the door, safety first, because people are crazy out here. So anyway, that's my story done. I am literally about to make my way back home because, again, I've had a lot of emails come through, a lot of queries, and I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of my projects are going to shit right now. That's just me being honest. So, and my DJI is gonna die. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the POV of on site. Again, I am looking to get a different camera. A DJ Nano, the ones that you can clip on your chest, very tiny, very small, so people won't really notice them, and I can be hands free, so you guys can actively see me typing on my reports and stuff like that. But we're gonna go home, and I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things that I'm working on, and maybe talk to you a little bit about my APC, because I had an APC presentation yesterday. That's what my company does every 2 weeks, and I feel like there's 9 of us in the company. That's 9, maybe 7. I think I exaggerated. There's me. Yeah, there's about 6 or 7 of us who is currently going through it. The guys are more eager than me. I think I'm more of a slow and steady wins the race. And the guys are more like, I need to get charged, I need to get charged, I need to get charged. But I respect it. But I know I'm just not there yet. I'm going to be completely honest. And you guys will see this because I'm going to be very vulnerable, you guys. I'm not ready for an APC. I still have so much more knowledge to pack in. And I feel like now, the standard that I'm at, the level that I'm at, I'm way more comfortable. Like I'm more ready than I was 2 years ago, if that makes sense. I think when I first graduated, I just wanted to kind of get a feel of being a building surveyor, working as a building surveyor, like, you know, going to meetings, dealing with clients, AutoCAD, you know, condition surveys, getting my building pathology better, because I was bad at that in uni. So it was like working on my weaknesses just to get more confident. And now that I am more confident in that, like knowing which like building regulations to go to, like standard procedures and how my company works, I feel more confident to do my job whilst also studying for my APC, because my colleague just passed, big him up. He will never know because he won't see this, but big him up. And it was absolutely hell because the projects he's working on are so complex, and then he is studying for his APC. That is why I'm not putting that pressure on me, because for someone at his excellence, at his level, and he was struggling, I couldn't do it now. I would probably break down and cry. So yeah, like I said, I think I said in my recent video that there is a 3-year plan. So we're 1 year in, I've got 2 years left, and I feel more ready now than ever to actually start going for my APC. And let this be your sign. Like, don't rush your APC because everybody else is doing it. Like, I've got colleagues who've been with the company for like 4 or 5 years and they haven't gone chartered because they're just simply not ready. It's your journey, it's your life, and things could change because, again, as you know, don't want to be here for the rest of my life, so I am also considering going down the project management route. I don't really need to get chartered if I want to be a project manager, do you know what I mean? I just think it will give me an advantage. So, enough dilly-dallying, let's go home. I'm going to give you lot an update. I say update. I'll give you lot a bit more of behind the scenes of me, like, working from home and stuff, so you lot can, like, get the idea. But anyway, let's have a look and see how long the car journey is. I really need a wide angle lens. £55. That's quite expensive. Gosh, I didn't even anticipate it. Oh my god, lenses are actually not that cheap, you know. Oh, so I might get this one. I'll have to read the reviews once I get back. But I do like the company newer. Their products are usually really good, but I do know they're more known for their lighting. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to get one of these anyway. But let me see what the journey's like going home. I am hungry. I'm going to let you guys know if I see a Costa or anything on the way back, I will be stopping because I feel like I need a coffee or a matcha. I get back for 1:35. It's 11:50. Let me just quickly see if there's like a Costa coffee near me that I can allow. Oh, there's one that's... Oh, it's not a drive-through though. I literally have to park up. It looks like a myth to get parked. Do you know what? There is one. There is on the one on the way. So I'll just I don't know. If not, I'll get one when I get home. Okay, we are going to go home. Hey guys, so I've literally just pulled up to the petrol station. I'm at Tesco. I'm gonna go and top up my tank right now. I doubt you guys are gonna be able to see, but I'm just gonna, because I'm on 50 miles. Surprisingly, it actually got me pretty fast though. Oh, do I need my physical card? Fudge. Oh, I'm gonna need the physical card. Pay at the pump. Do you know what? Yeah, because I rarely pay by like card like that. I always forget this pin. But I'm gonna. I think I know what it is. I think. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. I need to scan my thing card. Scan it. Oh, don't be a dick. Oh my god, guys, it's being a dick. It's not scanning my thing. Sometimes, like this, I got a privacy screen, so I feel like sometimes the privacy screen fucks up stuff like this from scanning. Oh, we got there. These times I need to go and get the pin from that app. I think it's that. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Oh, nope. I was right. What? Oh, I need more than that. Fuck. Oh. I've only got, I thought I had more money on this card. I've only got £40 in there, and I thought there was more money. I'll just have to top up the £40. Oh, I could just let me just transfer it from my other bank account now. So I feel like it's gonna need like, £40 might fill it up actually. We'll see how it goes. I actually might be alright. This is my expense account, so I just transfer money in there when I need to make any expenditures. So I do it every week. I didn't actually do it yesterday, to be fair. See? The money is in the Barclays. Oh, fuck it. Told you, it literally stops bang on. That's actually pretty sick, you know. How much did I get? I might just get the rest. How much do I have? Oh, this is what I'm saying. Look, listen, look. Are you guys seeing that? I'm literally one tab away. That's gonna irritate me. I'm filling it up now. The bag? Nah, we're not gonna do that. We might as well just do it while we're here. So let me quickly I'm gonna just quickly go back to the pump and top up. No, guys, that is so funny. So I've topped up the tank now. I've literally hit bang on £10. So whoever goes to this pump, yeah, is gonna be like, raw, who put £10 in there? Hey, that is funny. These are I put about, what was it, 39, so basically, yeah, about £49. Yeah, because the first one was 39 and change. I had a tenner, so it's like basically £50 to fill up my tank. But I'm not surprised because I've got a couple things I need to do for the rest of the week. Osmo, you're doing too much because my face is most definitely over here. The fuck? But yeah, cool. I'm going to go get a hot drink now because I'm really craving a coffee or something. And I'm going to get some lunch, so I'll see you guys in a bit. So guys, obviously, I'm so sorry. I got so caught up with work, I completely forgot about you. I'm not going to gap. But I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on. But before that, remember I was talking to you guys in the car about getting a wide lens. Obviously, I got the creative combo, so it comes with like bare different stuff, like a mic, comes with like extra adapters, like a portable portable charger to like charge your DJI on the go. It comes with like bare little accessories, yeah. So I must have just googled. I don't know what possessed me to Google. I said, does the Osmo Pocket come with a wide lens? Because I didn't see it. And then obviously in the case, this little hardcover case, it says here, wide angle lens goes here. So I was thinking, I didn't get no wide angle lens, guys. Why have I just looked into the bloody bag and seen the wide angle lens? So this is what it looks like standard, yeah. This is a normal lens. I'm going to put the wide lens on now so that you guys can see. I know this is not what you guys signed up for, but you know, you've come to see me as well as my life. Do you know what I mean? So, I wonder if I can do it live. So sick! Oh, do you know what? I don't know which one I prefer. I don't know if I prefer the wide lens or this. Hold on. So, I have a lot of adjudications to do. So, basically, I sent off some tender queries. So, usually when you issue out a spec, you want to kind of have, if you have like any questions, if you're unsure about anything that you've received in the tender, or you just want like further clarification because you don't understand something, or even just to confirm. So like in our specs, we actually ask the contractors to go to site, but some of them try to be sneaky and not go to site, and then you'll ask them a question and they won't know because they didn't go to site. So like one of my standard questions is like, did you attend to site? Because our spec asks you to attend to site. And then if they didn't, obviously it's important to highlight that to the client that as per the spec, like we requested the contractors to attend site, but they didn't. Obviously would flag this as an issue and potentially could highlight the fact that the works haven't been quoted properly, because if they haven't been to site, how can we be sure that what you've quoted is accurate? Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of like where I'm coming from in that sense when we ask these questions. So I've got a few tender queries here that I'm going to show you guys that I want you guys to see. This is for a electrical heater replacement in a development in the communal spaces. So we've sent off the tender, they've sent them back. I've asked 2 contract questions and this is the last contract. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. So one of my first questions, like I told you, please confirm if you attended site. Yes, they attended. They've responded. Yes, they've attended site a few times, which is really good because that means their tender is probably it's probably accurate if they went more than once, probably to double check certain things across the scope of the work. But next, it was like, please confirm if you have allowed for any waste, skips. If not, please can you confirm how the waste will be removed? So the reason why I asked this question is because on the tender, their tender submission, there was no cost for waste removal, and it didn't say included either. So I didn't want to assume they've included it, and I didn't want to assume they didn't include it. So it's always best to get the stuff in writing. So it was said, yes, we did include a cost for the skip. So my next question was, please note there's no communal space at the development and therefore no welfare facilities for you to use. Please can you confirm if this is included in the cost? So sometimes at these developments, we allow the contractors to use the welfare facilities on site. However, as I mentioned in this question, in this statement/question, I've confirmed to them that there's no communal spaces. So I don't want them to get confused, like, oh, there's no toilet. So it's always good to like make note of this. So you can see here, so they didn't include the cost for welfare facilities, and they're basically saying we would need to include a cost for this. It's approximately £360 plus VAT. So now when I go back to my tenders that I'm adjudicating, I will add that 360 onto my tender, and now their cost will be adjudicated. Does that make sense? So now if I didn't ask this question, they would have went to site, and then they would have tried to say, oh, there's no welfare facilities, etc., 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 and then this would have been not a raised issue, but it would have been probably raised as a concern, but we would have to figure our way around it. You get what I mean? So yeah, I've also said the same thing for storage, because there's no communal spaces. It's literally just a block of flats. There is no storage to store equipment on site. And then I asked how the equipment is going to be stored securely, and then it says they responded the equipment will be stored in our local locker. This one is very important, so I'm going to go through this. The other ones are not really that important, but it's more about like certification, warranties and stuff like that. But this one I think is important because this contractor specifically highlighted, I've acknowledged that they need £65 an hour for finding faults for the consumer units after they've been tested. So because these heaters are electrical, the consumer units need to be tested to make sure they're compatible for the new units to be installed. They basically saying they need £65 an hour to test these things. And we do have a contingency. However, that contingency wasn't initially for the consumer units. It was just a contingency sum just in case anything popped up that wasn't anticipated. There's a fund for that. So I basically asked, could they include a provisional sum, like a total provisional sum that would cover if these consumer units need to be repaired or if any faults are found and how they can be rectified. And then He's confirmed here that the last test was carried out in Feb 2022 by Novus. We have not seen this report, so we don't know the condition of the wiring. So they're basically saying they would allow a 1,500 provisional sum plus VAT for covering any flagged faults once they test the consumer units on site. The reason why that is so important to me is because, so when I add this into the report, this was the only contractor that flagged this as not a concern, but flagged it as like additional works that could arise once they get to site, which is very important because, again, you want to kind of highlight to your client everything. So them highlighting this to me allows me to put a provisional sum in probably across the board just to be on the safe side, because the other two contractors haven't included this. However, I have queried this, so we will check their tender sums to see if that is the case. But it's always good to like get them to quote how much that would see, because they could say £65 an hour, but we don't actually know how many hours they're going to take. So at least if they've provided us with a 1,500 provisional sum for them for any rectifications to the consumer units, we know the maximum is going to be £1,500. You know what I mean? So I feel like these are the kind of questions that you would just ask during the adjudication. So again, when I've read that in the tender submission, I just thinking, cool, let me just get further clarification so that when I write this in my report, it's easy for the client to understand as well. Because that's what you want to make. That's also what you need to understand. Just because you're a building surveyor and you kind of understand the technical terms, or the contractors explain it to you where you can grasp what they're trying to say because you kind of work in this industry, doesn't necessarily mean your client understands. So I need to take this information and then even simplify it for general, normal people to be able to read this and be like, oh, okay, I get what the building said. I get what the building is trying to say based on this report. Because when you start using like fancy words and fancy jargon and that's another thing I had to learn about report writing. I think they don't teach you this in university. Is it's all prim and proper and the right jargon and specific words. Yes, depending on the report. Stuff like adjudication, you want it to be like obviously professional. You want it to be formal. You want the English to be very clear, but you also got to keep it very simple, because the people reading these reports are not as technical as you and don't have your insight. So I don't want to say you want to dumb it down, because I don't want to call my clients dumb, but you want to simplify it just in layman terms so that when they read it, they can be like, oh, I get exactly what Twan is trying to say. I get exactly what this report is highlighting. Because when you start using fancy jargon, which I have in the past, it just leads to too many questions. They misinterpret what I was trying to say, or they don't understand, and then I've got to do a follow-up with that. Does that make sense? So what I've learned is just to use simple English in layman terms, but keep it professional, if that makes sense. So a lot of this information here I will drag and put into a report. I do apologize for the lighting. It's not the best in my room. It's actually horrible in this room. So I'm going to put this light on. Hopefully you guys can see me a bit better now. So, because I use dark mode. So before I was on the report, which you could see had a white background, but my emails, my like Word documents, PowerPoint, everything is in dark mode. Like if I wasn't recording for you right now, that light would be off and I would stay in the dark. I know, it's not the best for your eyes. I know. It's just how I function. I don't know what it is. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly open up the report for this adjudication. So it should be my favourite. It's lovely, it actually is. So I've already completed 2 out of 3. So we got 3 tender submissions for this one. I've literally got to put in this guy. I know it's a guy. His name's called Peter. I just got to put in Peter's information, and then this report is done, and then I will send it off to my manager to have because like all our reports, even though like I'm a surveyor, we still have our own internal QA, and this is like just to flag any like potential mistakes or anything that doesn't seem clear, just like a final review before it goes. Because like, when it's your own work, and you probably see this a lot with university when you're submitting your work, when you proofread yourself again and again, you will miss your own mistakes because you've read it so many times. Because I think what I was taught in uni is read it forward then read it backwards, because you will spot your mistakes. Does that make sense? So this internal QA process is basically that. It's basically to allow someone else to get a fresh pair of eyes on this report and flag anything or highlight any queries or mistakes or any questions that are unclear that I thought was clear to me but that might be clear in the report. So yeah, I want to get this to my manager probably at the end of today, because literally I just want to drag this information in, put it in, submit it to my manager and let him review it. And if once he gives the green light, it will get sent to the client. I can't lie, this is going to sound like a bias, but if you haven't got one already, please think about getting an Apple Watch. Okay, no, let me not say that. If you've ever wanted an Apple Watch and you need a reason to get it, let this be the reason to get it, because I can't lie to you, especially when I'm at work, like one of my favorite things about my watch is when I'm in the middle of like working, or if I'm on site, I don't have my personal phone with me. It's just not allowed, especially when I'm in the office. When I'm working from home, I can be a bit flexible because it's my home. But when you're working in an office and you have people around, my notifications still come through. So it doesn't matter if whether my mom is texting me, whether my sister's texting me, my friends, it will always come through on here. Instagram, Snapchat. The only one I don't get notifications for is TikTok, but that's fine because no one really messages me on TikTok anyway. But an iMessage, they all come through on here. So, and what I like is it gives you a little preview. So literally what I saw here is that someone's literally commented on my post on Instagram, and I don't have to pick up my phone and be like, oh, what was the comment? I can literally just go look at my wrist and be like, oh, this is what the person said. I'll have a look at it later. Do you get it? So, sorry, I kind of went off track, but let's go and have a look, report, and start to include the tender responses.
Break it up, break it down, back it up, fuck 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 it up. Bruh.
Okay, so I've got the mic on now, so I hope the audio is better. Because my sister's listening to watching some show, and I don't want the background music to be in on my audio when speaking to you. So, as I was saying, so I'm gonna just put this up on the big screen and show you lots. Typically, we will have 2 pages, so I'm gonna like cover like the client's name. So we've got an original one, and I like to do color coding at the bottom to make sure that the costs that were submitted are correct as per their submission. If it's not, it will be like amber or red. Amber's usually means if it's like slightly off, so let's say like maybe by a couple hundred, couple thousand, nothing major. And red is like if it's like a big gap. Usually I'll do red if it's like 5k or more, because 5k, 5 or 10k is quite a lot to be missing in an adjudication report, or in a tender, sorry. So anything under like 5k I will put is as amber, and anything over 5k I'll put as like red, because it's like a big gap. You'll be surprised, some of these will come out like 20k missing, or like unaccounted for, I should say. So here is where I was saying like each section. So here is a breakdown of the scope of work. So it's like supervision, safety, dimensions, standards, protection, storage, removal, welfare facilities, like removal works, new electric heaters, etc., etc., making good. And then this is basically where they quote for each section. So as you can see with the first one, they've literally just put one big sum at the top, which for me it doesn't give me any reassurance that any of this other stuff is covered, unless it says included. It didn't say included at the time. And then this one's a bit better. It's got like, you know, money for like the wealth, for like the removal. It's got the money for the scope of work. It's got money for, it's got a figure, I should say. It's got a figure for like the removal work, etc., etc. So this one's like probably the best one, which is the one that I did a follow-up with, and this is the last one again, just one big lump sum, which is why it's important to just send the tender queries, because on this original one, I can assume this is all included and send it off, and then when it actually goes to site and they put the contractor's like, oh no, well, welfare facilities wasn't included, but on my report it says it's included. So it's always good to double check. And then the adjudicated sheet will always be slightly different because you start to add stuff in. So with the first one, they did confirm all of this is included. The only thing that wasn't included was the making good, which they've provided a cost for that there, which I've added in. And now their entire tender will go up by $750. And this is basically the same thing I'm going to do for the second guy right here, where I'm going to add in, I think it was, how much did he say that? Let's just double check. He said it would be $360 to add in welfare facilities. So where it says welfare facilities here, I've put included. Clearly it's not included, so I will literally go to this box right here and I'll put in the 350, and their tender figure will go up. And I'm just going to do that throughout and just add in anything that was not included and included anywhere where it is. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of like what I've got going on here. Apart from that, I don't really have anything else much to show you apart from me cracking on and getting this done. This is like a very short day in the life. The only thing is I could take you to the office tomorrow. It's just Wednesday is the busiest day. Like, that is when both the architects, not even both, because we've got 3 departments now. It used to just be architects and building surveyors. We've got building surveyors, architects, and property managers now. So it's like project managers now. Oh, I'm talking about, and we've got CDMs. So it's like, like the office has gone from such a small office. We're definitely like a medium-sized company now. So Wednesday's packed. Like, it's one of the fullest days. I don't want to be like bringing you guys to the office tomorrow and then I can't put my camera up, I can't get you like the shots you want to see, I can't speak to you like how I'm speaking to you like now, can't take you to site or do anything because obviously I've got my colleagues there that obviously probably want their privacy, they probably don't want to be included, and no one wants to hear me yapping about work. Everyone's too busy working, but obviously you guys want to hear me yap. The thing is, I could probably take you in on Friday if you don't mind. Friday is the best day to go into the office in my opinion, because Friday is the quietest day and I love working in quietness. Like, I don't get twisted, I love seeing my colleagues and we banter and stuff like that, but I do, because Wednesday and Thursday is so busy and it's so like packed, I do like a quiet day, and Friday is that day because most people work from home Friday. I usually work from home Monday, Tuesday, and Friday is optional if I'm going to site, but this Friday I am going to go into the office. And usually, which is another reason why I like going in on Friday, is my director is always in on a Friday. And when I mean my director is so smart, but he's so busy. So like that is like the perfect time for me to catch him by himself and like ask him any questions and just be honest with him about my position, my APC, what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to do, and just literally get his opinion, because he's 39 and he's a director of the company. He's a regional director of the company. And he's got there very fast. He's like built his career very quick. Because again, I remember one time when I wasn't on a Friday, I was telling him like, oh, I feel like I've started this journey too late. Like, I'm in my late 20s. I should have been like chartered by now. And he literally sat down with me and was like, Twanaldn, no. He started his at 27, basically the same time when I started mine. And he got chartered and then he just basically worked his way up. But he did say he did his one quite aggressively. He said he can tell with me that's just not my personality, I'm very chilled. But he's like, don't think like starting at 27 is too late. He was like, we've got enough time. And you know, it was mad reassuring, but like, would I have got that if I didn't go in on the Friday? So do you see where I'm coming from? So I think that's what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to do a Q&A with like my colleagues, especially like, so people who've just been chartered, because I think 2 people got chartered this year, one in the summer, and my closest, like my mentor, I call him my mentor because he's taught me everything I know to this day. He just got chartered as well. Like, he got chartered literally last week. So, and he deserved it. If anyone deserved to get chartered, it was him. So he's just gone through that process. It's fresh. Like, I would love to like sit down and maybe, I don't know if I would want to put my colleagues' faces on my channel, but I feel like I wouldn't mind asking them for like their opinion. Me having a sit down with you guys in my house and I read out what my colleagues have shared to give you guys a better insight. Do you know what? I think that's making sense. I feel like what I want to do is a Q&A, and you guys can like maybe ask your questions. Maybe that would be targeted to more like professionals, or that you feel like I wasn't able to answer properly, and I can get it from like my director, who's a regional director, who officially was a building surveyor and he is chartered. I can get it from my colleague who recently got chartered, and I can also get it from people who are not chartered but they're more senior than me. And I also, like, again, I have project managers as well, so I can also get like project management questions if you guys have them. And I got CDM, so let me know what you think about that. But I feel like I'm going to leave this video here for today. I'm going to carry on with this report because I really need it to go out like tomorrow. And you guys don't need to see enough B-roll of me just typing and stuff. So I'm going to catch you guys when we go to office on Friday. Do you know what? I'm going to ask my manager there and then, actually. And that means I have to tell my manager about my YouTube channel. I'm going to think about that. But I'm going to see you guys on Friday.